Uncensored, starring Debra DiGiovanni. Please welcome Debra DiGiovanni.
Hi, everybody. Good evening, all. It is lovely to be here. Thank you so much. I am so glad to be here. I've decided this year of my life, I turned 37, and I've decided I'm going to make some changes. Do you ever do that? You have a birthday and you're like, this is it. I'm changing it up this year. And I have. I'm gonna do some stuff. I've decided that I'm gonna quit drinking, which I know upsets people because people are like, we quit drinking, but it's true. Because I'm one of those people, I just can't have like a drink or two and have a nice evening. I always drink too much and then I do something shameful. Anybody else do that? You drink too much, you don't remember what happened, you don't remember how you got home. You have that moment where you wake up and you're like, this is my house, oh my God, I win. You feel so good. Isn't that a good moment? This is my stuff. You feel very alive. And I'm telling you, this happened. Like, I was out for my birthday, and I had too many drinks, and then I don't remember how I got home, and then I had that terrible, terrible, shameful moment when I woke up in the morning and I realized I wasn't alone in bed. Which is really shameful. Do you know what I mean? You hear that rustling beneath the sheets beside you. You know, of course, for me, though, it's usually just an empty bag of chips. But I gotta tell you, a big bag. You know what I mean? It was the big bag. It's a Saturday night. You heard me. So that's one of the changes I've decided to make. Also, too, at this age, 37, I've decided I'm going to start sexually fantasizing within my own age group now. I'm telling you. I'm going to take it up a couple years. You know what I mean? No more Hanson and Harry Potter. I have to let it go. I have to let it go. Is that just me? Because I got to tell you, that Harry Potter, is that just me? I have to tell you that Harry Potter, he could Potter my Harry. Hello? What? I'm sorry. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I had some cough syrup earlier. I can't tell you what's going to happen. Now, I've also decided another one of my changes that I'm gonna lose weight. This is the year I'm getting into shape. Seriously. Starting on Monday, because I have plans this weekend. But starting on Monday, this is it. And I've decided there's a lot of reasons, you know, for getting into shape. Like, what was that my doctor mentioned? Oh yeah, I don't want to die. I wasn't listening, I was busy stealing stuff. Anyway, I was. Yeah, I have cotton balls for a year. Shut up, who's thinking? Me, all the time. But this is it, honestly. There's a lot of reasons for getting into shape. Like, I have to tell you, at this weight, I only attract like a certain type of man. Do you know what I mean? And it's always weirdos. God bless, but it is. It's always the freaks that like me, because I know what freaks are thinking. You think you have a chance, all right? You don't. You don't, all right? Right? That is my message to the weirdos, all right, freaks? I might hate me, but I fucking hate you more. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So the weirdos that like me, they're still here. Now, sometimes after shows, I get this. This is honest. You know, sometimes when someone hits on you and they say something so ridiculous, you can't make it up. You're just like, wow. I had a man come up to me after a show, and this is the line that he used on me. His come on line. This is what he's like. He walks up and he's like, so, I don't have a problem with big women. I don't have a problem with big women. I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna. I would get moving if I were you, little man. Anyway. It's trouble. But this is always the way it is, though, isn't it? It's always like the exact opposite of what we like always likes us. Isn't that just the way? It's like always, like big men are always hitting on me, and I get it. But I always go for thin guys. I don't know what it is. I like thin. Any man that looks like he needs a good meal, oh God, send him over. Do you know what I'm saying? I love that. I really do. And I know even like me and the thin guy doesn't make sense. Like I know it doesn't. Like think about it. Me and my thin boyfriend walking down the street. It's like the number 10. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's like me and my boyfriend, like, yeah, this is my boyfriend. I'm gonna eat him later. Don't tell him. You know, another reason that I was like, why do I like thin guys so much? And then I realized they are very easy to overcome. Are you kidding me? Thin men, are you getting no fighting them at all? You're just like, come on, kiss me. That's it. I couldn't tell you. They only struggle for a couple minutes. And again, it's cardio if you get your knees up. You should always remember that. 30% of your workload. You wanna remember that? But I do. It never fails. It's always like big guys that come up to me. Also, there's this group of men. This sort of it's a fetish that they have that like big women. Have you heard of this? Before they call themselves chubby chasers. Have you heard that before? Chubby chasers. That's disgusting, and that is totally wrong, too, chubby chasers. I mean, please. We don't run. We don't. You bend your knees, I'm yours. That's how that works right there. In fact, I think the scariest thing in the world to hear someone scream is run. Anybody else? So run. Ah, I'm done. I'm out. That's it. I'm down. The dogs are getting me, is what I'm saying. The dogs. Save yourselves. Anyway. But I do. I get a lot of weirdos. I also, for some reason, too, I get a lot of older European men. They really like me. And I mean older European men, like above the age of 85, usually, is what I'm looking for. Any man that's been in a world war, shut up. Are you kidding? They love me. The old guys, they look at me and they think, she would survive a depression, when they come at me, because I'm good stock. I'm good stock. I'm hardy. Do you know what I mean? My people. But that never fails. It's always usually my favorites, though. The best ones are the little Italian men. God bless. Are you kidding me? It's like I live in the original Italian neighborhood, and at some point, I'll just be minding my business, walking down the street, and at some point, a little Italian man will come out of his house to try to get my attention, just wearing an undershirt and pants pulled up to here. Back off. He's mine, girls. But seriously, it never fails. And my favorite thing is that the Italian men have the most original way of getting a woman's attention. It never fails. You walk down the street, they give me one of these. They give me the... Trying to call me over, I guess. But the trouble is, I always go because I think they have treats. I'm like, what? Popcorn. Yes, I'll be your girlfriend. Anyway. I joined a gym. I haven't gone to the gym, but I did join. I also bought a combination lock. Shut up, I did, yeah. Just every day I'm gonna learn a new number. I feel good. It's nice. So I go down, and this is the thing. The last time I was at a gym, it was the 80s. And all you had to do, remember in the 80s, all you had to do was buy leg warmers and go to a gym. That was it. That's all that was required. But now, upsetting things happen. I show up at the gym, and all I wanna do is pay. I just wanna give them my money, and they surprise me. My first visit, they surprise me with a body fat test, my first day. That's it. Like a body fat pop quiz or something. I was like, what? I didn't get a chance to study. Not fair. That's not fair. But do not worry, everyone. I still passed my body fat test. But I should tell you this. 50% on a body fat test? Yeah, that's not a good score. That is not. I gotta tell you, because I think at 50% body fat, that technically makes me cream. I think. I'm not sure. I'm dying alone, but I'm delicious with coffee. Hello. Just looking for my coffee mate. Sorry. I am. I'm so sorry. I am so lonely. Let's move on. Anyway, God bless. Now I go to the gym and I sign up with a personal trainer. All right, little tiny girl. She is like this big, and she stands there screaming at me. I'm like, I could kill you with one hand. Anyway, little tiny thing. But she is so small that sometimes I look at her and I'm like, how are we the same species? Do you know what I mean? We're both girls. I don't understand. Her hips are that wide. Do you see this? Do you see that, everybody? And I know this for sure because I measured her. I gotta tell you. Yeah. She was too weak to move. So hungry. Anyway, poor thing. She tried. It was fun. But this is my question. If your hips are that narrow, like this is the question, how do you have internal organs? Seriously, what is going on inside there? Are they stacked up like pancakes? What is happening? Pancakes. Okay, no. Focus. Okay, so my personal trainer said this to me, and I think this is very strange. Does anyone ever said this? She told me to keep on my diet. The best way was to live life like it's my last day on Earth. I think that's a very strange thing to say to somebody. Do you know what I mean? Live like you're dying tomorrow. Here's the thing. You can't say that to a big woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if I'm dying tomorrow, who the fuck cares? Do you understand? Seriously, I'm dying tomorrow. It is just gonna be KFC skin with icing. Do you understand? That is it. Everything with icing. I'm dying tomorrow. What's it? You know what I mean? What you gotta do is you gotta like say, hey, you know what, Deborah? Live like you got a couple of weeks and someone might see you naked. That's what you gotta do. The fear. Keep the fear alive. That'll do it. Every time. Another one of my friends was like, you know what you should do? You should pretend like you're gonna live your life like you're gonna meet Brad Pitt every day. And I thought, that's a good one too. Do you know what I mean? Because that could happen, let's be honest. I think, honestly, really, I think Brad, this is just me, I think he might be getting a little tired of Angelina Jolie. I'm just saying. Like, I know they just had twins and she's all good and beautiful and stuff, but here's the thing. Like, she's really thin. Like, she's really like that angry, sharp thin, you know? All that. I look at her all the time and I'm like, how is that fun to have sex with? I don't understand. That thin, because you know that in bed she's one of those girls that's all like, oh, you're on my hair, my rib cage, I can't breathe. I mean, Seriously, I don't understand how that's fun. Do you know what I mean? To me, like sleeping with a skinny girl must be like sleeping without any pillows. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Eventually you nod off, but you wake up all sore. Do you know what I mean? You're all like, oh. What did I do last night? A skinny girl. That's what you did. I just said that. It's just information. And I know you, everyone, I know you may not know what to look at me, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm a wildcat in the sack. A wildcat. As long as the lights are off and you don't touch me. But other than that, we're gonna have a good time. Do you know what I mean? We're gonna have some fun. So I am a single woman. Really, Deborah? And here's the thing. I know I'm covered with cat hair. You do the math. Now, but it doesn't really bother me. Like, I don't care that I'm single. You know, honest to God, I have a very full life. I'm very busy. Did you believe it? Anyway, I think I sold it. But this is the thing. Like, honest to God, at this point, you know, I think my friends just want me to be with someone because they're concerned. You know, they're scared. They don't want you to be lonely. They want you to have companionship. And this is it. So now I just have my answer, you know, because you just have to have the answer. So, Deborah, are you looking for someone? I like to look at them in the face and I say, hey, have you tried Nutella? Have you had Nutella? Have you had that chocolate hazelnut spread? Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Who needs a boyfriend when there's Nutella? Do you understand? Are you kidding? It's a jar of Nutella, loaf of white bread, box of wine. Boom, that's a weekend. Are you kidding me? Shut up. Are you kidding? And I don't mean to alarm you, but if you put the Nutella into the microwave and heat it up, you can drink it with a straw. With a straw. I don't really care that I'm single, but you know what happens? Everything that your mom tells you is going to happen does. You know, when I turned like about 32, all my friends started to get married. So now most of my friends are married, and now they're on to babies. All right, boring. It is. It's not fun. Baby showers. I had 4 baby showers in the last 6 months. 4. And they're not fun. They trick you, and they're like, it's going to be super fun. It's not. I'm telling you, it's very boring. You have to say that's precious a lot over and over again. Do you know what I mean? It's terrible. And here's something about the wedding shower, the baby shower that I was not aware of. Did you guys know you're not supposed to get drunk at a baby shower? Did you know that? They get mad if you show up double-fisted, you know, ready to do body shots off their teenage brother. They're mad for some reason. Whatever. I usually just grab a piece of cake, flip the table, and get the hell out of there. That's what I do. That's my thing right there. But now, I do have some weddings coming up in my family. My little brother is getting married. This year, we're so excited. Everyone's very excited that he's getting married. My mom is very excited too. She is, let me tell you this. My parents are small town people, all right? They are not racist. They are small town people, all right? Do you understand where I'm going with? Now, my mother finds out my brother is marrying a lovely Asian girl. Fantastic. My mom panics a little bit. And it's only because she doesn't know what to do. She gets all nervous. She's like, she's Asian. What do we do? I'm like, what do you mean, Mom? She's like, do we have to bow? I'm like, I don't know. You can if you want to. You know what I mean? She doesn't know what to do. Do I have to learn how to do origami? I'm like, again, you can if you want. You know what I mean? She's nervous. It makes her upset. She's like, no, if they have a baby and it's a girl, do we have to kill it? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. I'll check the books, Mom. She gets upset. She doesn't know. I finished the internet. Anybody else? I finished it. I'm done. I finished the internet. I got to the end of the World Wide Web, everybody. All by myself. I have nothing else to look up. Now at home, it's just, you know, musical montages of Brad Pitt, you know what I mean? Dance along to that, get a little cardio, you know what I mean? That's nice. Then I masturbate, cry, call it a day. Are you with me? Good work today, DiGiovanni, good work. It's all crap, you know what I mean? And it's true, too, because you think you're going to be so busy if you don't have a day job. That's where they get you. It's like, oh, I'm going to be, you know, on top of things and stuff. I'm just going to, no, I got to tell you. I wish I could say I watched the news and read the newspaper, but I don't. In my world, if Mary Hart didn't say it, it did not fucking happen. It did not. I don't care. I really don't. I'd say probably one of the last sort of like news stories that I saw, and I'm sad to say it's news, but do you remember that Anna Nicole Smith? Do you remember her? Remember she was a Playboy bunny or whatever she is? She passed away last year. I know, yeah. Gone too soon, that one, yeah. Fallen angel. Anyway, okay, yeah, I know, she's dead. I didn't kill her, she's just dead. Anyway, I don't know. But here's the thing. I saw this interview with her before she passed, and this is the interview. She was having a serious conversation where she claimed one evening she was in bed and that a spirit entered her room and they had sexual intercourse. That's what she said. A ghost. That's what she was saying. Just dead serious, like straight face. Look at, that she had sex with a ghost, everybody. And I was watching this at home thinking, oh my God, if that is true, then I am going to bed earlier. Are you kidding me? Shut up. I'm gonna pretty it up. I'm gonna tell you, shave my legs, no more socks, you know what I mean? Take out the mouth guard. I don't know. How am I single? Anyway, but it's true too, you know, I do live alone, and it's nice living alone. You know, in Toronto, it's very expensive, so I always had a roommate for most of my adult life. So this is the first couple of years that I've been in my apartment by myself, and everyone's like, oh, it's fantastic, you know, it's privacy, everything's yours. I'm like, it's very nice, but I kind of miss my roommate, because she served a purpose in my life, do you know what I mean? Like, the roommate is the one thing that keeps you on the good side of totally crazy, do you know? Because she's got to come home at some point. You know, you hear the keys in the door, and you're like, oh shit, she's home. Okay, quickly, be normal, quickly, be normal. Okay? Oh God, you know, hide the puppets. Oh God! Take the dress off the cat. Oh God, baby! Hide the fake life-size paper mache boyfriend under the bed. Quick! It's okay. We were fighting, and he has got to fucking learn. He's got to. That's what I do. I couldn't actually invite anyone into my little crazy world. Anybody else? There's no way I could let anyone in. Are you kidding? Because at my house, I mean, like, there's hours spent lip-syncing. That's a big part of my day. Are you kidding? Do you know what I mean? Scratching my back with a pen? That's a fucking hour right there. How can you invite someone in? That's not gonna happen. Anyway, that's why I have a cat. Okay, I don't want to start anything, but my cat's better than your cat. I don't want to start anything. But it's true. And I know a lot of people think cats are boring, but this is the thing. You're doing it wrong, all right? That's it. You are. If you have a cat, you should also probably smoke marijuana. This is not a rule, but this is a strongly enforced guideline. Are you with me? Come on. A little bit of marijuana and a cat, paper bag. Oh. Because there's that moment where the cat, he'll get into the bag. Oh, look at this. He's in the bag. And there's always that moment where he's like, Mama, I'm in the bag. I'm like, oh, fuck, this is a good pot. It's, you know. But the best part of that is that 72 hours later, you actually get to say the expression, I just let the cat out of the bag. But it's not as fun because you're alone. But still, you know what I mean? You get my point. Now, here's the thing. The cat and I, we have some fun, but this is the thing. Every once in a while, this happens if you have a cat. Have you ever had that? I had the privilege of being awoken to the sounds of my cat barfing in my bedroom. That's a nice wake-up call. Isn't that nice? I like to call that the spinster alarm clock. That's what I like right there. I'm up. Terrifying. Now my cat. God bless him. A couple weeks ago, he had a little trouble, and he was sick, and he actually barfed into the cup of one of my bras that I left on the ground. Bang! Right in the center. Right, boom! Right in the middle. But I can't really blame him, though, because my bras are about the size of a toilet bowl. I gotta tell you, he gets confused. He doesn't know. Sometimes there's crumbs. He doesn't know. He's just a cat. God, he's good looking. He's good looking. And I know I always have this problem too. Women, it never fails. Women always want to have bigger boobs. And here's the thing, girls. Seriously, stay with the little tiny bras that you get to wear. Honest to God. Really, like, what are they made of Kleenex? Do you know what I mean? You get to wear them once, throw them away, $1.50. God bless. I'm serious. Stick around. Because you don't understand. Once you get to be a woman of my size, at this point, my bra is pretty much a vest of beige metal. Do you understand? I'm serious. It's a contraption, I gotta tell you. I went to have a fitting done, and the woman told me I'm size G44. And I was like, G44? That's fucking bingo. Are you kidding me? That's not a bra. That's not a bra. I think I just sank someone's battleship. What the fuck was that? That's troublesome, right? Oh, that can't be right. So me and the cat, we have some fun. And I have to say, if I'm not doing comedy, it's, you know, my cat and I, we have a nice evening alone at home. And we usually, you know, I'll get a nice movie, and then I'll get like a box of wine or something. And, you know, the cat, he always wants to smoke a little pot. I'm like, all right, baby. So we smoke a little, okay. So we smoke a little pot. And then he always wants to have a snack. I'm like, okay, baby. So we have a snack. And he loves peanut butter. And here's the thing. If you give a cat peanut butter, you know, it makes them do that licking thing. It makes them look like they're talking. And then it's almost like I have a boyfriend. He is such a good kisser. And he's like, no, he's not. He's too squirmy. I can't catch him. Anyway, that's terrifying sometimes. So sometimes it's basically me and the cat at home living the dream every day of our lives. I was doing some shows at a college not too long ago, and it was kind of an upsetting sort of piece of information. Was in the ladies' room at the college, like in their pub, you know, in their little bar downstairs, and all in the bathroom of the girls' room, it was plastered with posters about Rohypnol, the date rape drug, and it was just like, you know, be careful, Rohypnol, watch your drink, be careful, you know, all the time. And I was like, wow, that's really, you know, it's great that we're trying to protect girls, but I think it's very upsetting that Rohypnol is being used that much. Like, I mean, men, do we not try anymore? Is it? What happened to Charm? Are we done with Charm? Is that it? Like, seriously, like, I know Rohypnol works, but you know what else works? Saying you have pretty hair. That also works. I'm just saying. Because and also, this is another thing, too. I think, boys, I think you need to lower your standards a little bit, honest to God. Because here's my message. 9 out of 10 times, I am more fun than an unconscious woman. I gotta tell you, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Who knows on that 10th day? Could be anything. But still. Do you know what I mean? That's the message. And I know a lot of you right now are looking at me thinking, you know, Deborah, chances are you're not going to be a victim of roofies. And it's true. I got to say. Because I got to say that I would not be easy to drag. I am not. You better have your plan set up, or you're going to have to rate me where I land. Because I got to tell you, we're not making it to location number 2. Oh, no, we're not. We're not. That's it, everyone. Thank you so much. You've been so good. You hung in there. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Debra DiGiovanni.